to Zone Your Own. So we're back on to Potgang stuff today. See, there's lots and lots of greenery going on in here. So 4 out of the 5 things have germinated really well. The cumin's a little bit slower out of the other 5 out of the other 4. But today I think I'm gonna go a POV. But today we are on the going for the get them flowing. Are they all flowing? So we're flowing, rocketing, grooving, spicing and grassing is the next stage of what we're gonna do. I've had a brief read of all of the instruction cards, but I must admit I do feel a little bit bad just because it says, you know, you need to lose like 50% on most of them, but I do feel a bit bad just throwing them away. So I have got some of this compost left over in that bag there. So I might keep some more going. I'm definitely going to keep most of this Thai basil, I think, if I can, because I haven't been very lucky at all on basil this year. So I'm hoping that I can pull it out at the last minute with that. So I thought I'd bring you in for a better look. So yeah, this is our Paula Pak Choi up in Hin. It said to lose, I don't know, oh god, I don't even know where that one is. Anyway, we'll get to that. And then we've got the Japanese rocket that's just gone, well, it's rocketed. Ha 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 ha. Girls at work would love that. And I think this one said to lose about 50%. And then look at all this lovely Thai basil in here. I mean, there's a few that are looking a little bit sad that we'll just obviously, you know, pull those out and get rid of those. But if I can keep some more of that, I'll be really happy. Yeah, the cumin's a bit slower. So there's one here, one in here, and then there's one over here as well. So I don't rattling on that one. And then the lemongrass is coming through quite well as well. And does anyone know what to do to stop sort of like the tops of your pots going all a bit green and mildewy? Right, okay. Oh, and I must admit as well. Oh, and this is all my coffee grounds. So it was Terry King's allotment that said about drying out your coffee grounds before you use them. He did also say about breaking up the chunks properly, but I've been a bit lazy, I'm not gonna lie. And I must admit I've ran out of latex gloves, and I did try using my gardening gloves the other day. Yeah, to break all the coffee grounds up, but then because it seeped through my gloves, my hands just smelled like coffee for the rest of the day, and I don't like coffee. Right, what was I doing? That was it. So yeah, I've got some of this lovely compost left over here. I think there was something else I was gonna say, but I can't remember. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to go ahead and get mucky hands for this. Right. Although these are actually Potgang tubs from the last one, but I don't know how that rocket and stuff will do in these ones. What is that? I don't know what that. Oh no, I think I might have just disturbed a pupa of like a butterfly or a moth or something down here. Whoopsie. Sorry, guy. Alright. Ooh. Oh, look at that. It's the same size. Right, if I put that over there like that, hopefully I'll remember that's there. I'm sure I was about to say something else as I come in here. I don't really know. I can't remember. My elbow's really itchy. And it's all a bit, I don't know if you can see, but it's all a bit lumpy, and yeah, I think I had a bit of a reaction to the to the tomato plants, because they do have sort of like a bit of a weird texture, like a weird film. I don't know if film's really the right word for it. Oh, I can't be bothered to get the rest of that compost out of there. Who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? Right, okay. It's really going to bug me what I was going to waffle on about. Not that I need to. Right, so I definitely think I'm going to start with the basil. Oh, and there we go. We're actually on his thing. Get him flowing. It should take about a week or two to start popping up. I think we're popping up. Keep the compost moist, and the shoots will start developing a few leaves. When they're 2 to 3 centimeters tall, pull out any roots that aren't standing up and any shoots that aren't standing up and straight. Remove at least 50%, as this will give the stronger shoots more nutrients and space. This helps them grow bigger and stronger, giving you more leaves to harvest. Keep his compost moist, watering gently most days. Right, okay, so you're not a good one. I did have a compost bag in here that I was using as rubbish, like this sort of rubbish. But then when I got my my fancy brown bin, I emptied the bag into there and then just didn't bring the bag back in here, which seems like a bit of a silly thing to have done. I should have just left it in here. Right, so I think they're all the naff ones. And then what I think I'm actually gonna do, oh god, I just hope this doesn't go wrong. I hope I'm not now going to kill all my basil. And I think I'm just going to literally transfer it into this pot and see what happens. And this is why I get things wrong. Because I just do what I want. I can't help it. Anyone seen South Park? I do what I want. You get 10 points if you can tell me who that is from South Park. What the 10 points will go towards, I don't know, but you get 10 points. Right, and then I think I'm gonna somehow kind of spread these guys out a bit. I don't think this is really working. Oh god, I'm gonna end up with no basil again, aren't I? Because I should have just thinned it out. Why can't I just do as I'm told? I don't know. Right, okay. Okay, so now I've got two pots of basil that'll hopefully grow. I mean, they look nice and spread out. Right, and I don't really know how my salad tray is doing, if I'm honest. Right, so what we got next? Now we have got our Japanese rocket, so that's the Thai basil done. Okay, 7 to 10 days later, Jade will be making moves and poking her head a little through the compost. I think she's done a bit more than that. At this point, when the shoots are 1 to 2 centimeters tall, you need to pull out at least 50% of them. Be ruthless here and pull up the roots too. She'll grow much bigger this way. The remaining shoots should be 5 to 6 centimeters apart. You can eat what you pull up. Keep watering every day to keep the compost moist. Right, but again, I don't really like being too wasteful, and I don't really know how it works in terms of growing stuff in other stuff. But I think I'm going to have a go at putting some of these Japanese rockets into this compost bag I've got down here and just see what happens, I guess. Right, I'm trying to get sort of like evenly spaced-ish, I guess. Oh, you can come out of there because you are only a little one. Oh, just flung a leaf off. Yeah, so I think that's about 50. I think that's about 50%. They're not evenly spaced, but meh. And then yeah, I don't know if this will work at all. I don't know if this is also a bit too dry in here. Just stab some holes in there. Honestly, the things that a dinner fork could come in useful for in your garden is unbelievable. I mean, obviously a proper garden fork is also you know, really helpful. I have a big one and a little one of those too. Right. So I mean, this bag really is just an experimental bag because it just seems a shame. Just seems a shame. And then we'll pop that on there and then just see what happens. Right. So that's jade done. Okay, and now for Paula, pak choi, whatever. After 7 to 10 days, mini Paula should be popping up. Yes. We need to pull up her weaker roots, but more spakes each will bigger plants. Loosen the compost around any struggling to stand up, and pull them out roots as well. The remaining 3 to 4 should be 8 to 10 centimeters apart. You can eat what you pull up. Keep watering every day so the compost stays slightly moist. Try not to water directly onto the leaves as that could cause infections. Aha, right, okay. And now, with some of my Paulas, so I'm straight up going to get rid of these 3 because they are teeny tiny. And then, there's my fork. See, this is what I mean, look. Less evasive a dinner fork. And I'll pull that one up. I'll just pull you up as well as you're there. Oh, and then I've got 2 right next to each other here. Okay, right. So, I'm going to leave those guys in there. And then hopefully these guys will... This will work for these guys in here. Right. Okay, so that's Paula. That's Paula done. Okay, so I don't think that I'm going to be able to do anything with my cumin, but let's have a read at Leanne lemongrass first. When they're 2 to 3 centimeters tall. No, they're not even quite 1 centimeter. So I'm not going to do anything with the lemongrass. And then I'm not going to do anything with the cumin today. Make sure that's all nicely tucked in. But yeah, that's that choppy chopped. Oh goodness me! Honestly, this thing really does make your head sweat. Let's turn that off. Keep hold of the battery. Mustn't forget that I've left that down there. Oh god, could you imagine if I just come in and water and it's not in the waterproof case either. Right. So let's pop this tray on here with these in here like so. And then my coffee grounds can just stay here and eventually dry out. Shouldn't really be playing with coffee grounds. I'm not really supposed to be talking about coffee grounds, am I? I'm supposed to be talking about Potgang. I just can't help myself. Right, actually, I'm going to put these coffee grounds down here. Lovely jubbly. And there was one thing, and again, I know I shouldn't be waffling on about my coffee, but I can't help it now. I'm waffling, I'm going to say it anyway. But coffee grounds are supposed to be something that is supposed to be a deterrent for slugs, right? Well, I had 3 trays, boom, 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 on here, next to all of this stuff that's been germinating and everything. But there were slug trails in the coffee grounds, so I don't know if that was... like, I don't know if that kind of worked to stop the slugs going after this stuff, just having lots of coffee grounds near it. But then I was also baffled that they even managed to move on the coffee grounds as well. I don't know. I'm not going to try and understand these things. I don't know what I'm talking about half the time. But I thought I'd bring you a bit closer so you can come and see what we've done with our Potgang stuff. Oh, I don't know if that's a bit too close, or is that actually a bit far away? I don't know. That wasn't very good English, was it? So here's the, here's our lovely Thai basil split over the 2 pots. And then here's the pak choi. I don't know if anything's going to happen with these ones in here, because obviously it's a much smaller pot than what these guys are in. But we'll just have to see. If not, there's no harm if they do struggle. And then I've got these Japanese rockets here that are in their original tub. And then these are the leftover ones. And again, if this doesn't work out, it's not gonna, I'm not gonna be too upset, because it is just an experiment at the end of the day. Perfect temperature. But that is it from me for today, for this one. So I'm proper chuffed with how this Potgang stuff's doing. And if you saw my last video, you saw the tomato plants, the Potgang tomato plants that are doing absolutely, yeah, they're doing incredibly well. As well, obviously I lost the basil and the cucamelons on that one, but I think that was my own silly fault on that. So yeah, I'm proper chuffed with how these ones are getting on. Hopefully the lemongrass and the cumin will do a little bit more in the next sort of like week or so, but it is now starting to cool down, so I don't really know what's going to happen with any of this, if I'm honest, because I've never actually attempted to grow anything really past September time. So we shall just have to see. But as always, thank you very much for popping past and seeing me. Check back soon for regular updates on the Potgang stuff, all the other stuff that I've got going on in the OG over there as well. And I've just noticed, this is how easily distracted I am. I've just noticed on my sunflower, I don't know if you can see it in the background here, but my big one I knew was a multi-head, because that was pretty much growing up like that for ages, and this bug's 7 foot tall now. But this one that's come out in flower, I've just noticed it's got two little heads just beside it. So that makes me happy, and that's actually gorgeous. That sunflower is as well. Do you know one thing that I've come to learn with doing these videos, and it's almost like I don't like saying bye, because the hardest thing that I do is genuinely my outro video. Just cheeky little snail, you can get away. Maybe that's the one that was crawling on the coffee grounds. See, that's my point. I'm supposed to be saying bye to you lot, but I just can't. I'm just struggling with it. I don't know what's wrong with me. And now I'm getting distracted by the couple of spiders that I've got hiding around in here. Oh God, right, no. I'm saying bye. I know I think I've already said it. I don't really know. But I'm gonna say it again anyway. Thank you for coming past and seeing me. It's much appreciated. Don't come back. Come back. Oh, I can't even string a sentence together now. Oh my God. Come on, Zoe, what you doing? Focus. Oh, have a word, would you? Okay, now you've literally seen me have a word for myself. Hopefully I can, I can wrap it up here, and I'll try and get that sentence out properly. Don't forget to come back and see me again soon, I think was what I was supposed to be going for, but then I got distracted by loads of stuff. Yeah, again, I just can't help myself, can I? But thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for subscribing, and thank you to everyone that's jumping in on comments and stuff. You know, like I say all the time, I really do make this up as I go along. So any hints and tips from anyone, I really do take on board. And if it's something that I can, that I can manage with the spaces that I've got, then I definitely will have a go at them. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Come and see me again soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to hear more of me waffling on about an absolute load of nonsense. But I'll see you all very soon. Later, staters.